the child that I lost, the childhood that I lost, that friendly and innocent person that, that they helped destroy. And it's like, I'm trying to find it now at my big age. They were laughing at me. And I was like, if I had the power, I would have blew everyone up, including myself. It was effed.
Oh, wow.
Hello, what's happening? Welcome to G.O.T.G. We've got Amma here with us today.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening? You right here?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
So a few days ago, we had a discussion about money and how it changes your perception. So today, what I wanted to cover is certain triggers that could trigger someone to have that kind of mindset. So the best example for me to speak about would be my own lived experience in regards to this, to try and help other people out. So this is crazy, because how this journey starts is I always used to get my hair used to always be treated funny, innit? Didn't used to go barbershops, innit? So I've gone to the barbershop for the first time, innit? My friends are taking me to the barbershop, this one barbershop. Can't even remember. I was young though. Yeah. Well, not that young, but I was young. So gone to the barbershop, and you know how barbershops are, innit? The environment, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just like that.
No,
so
I don't know how barbershops are.
Well, I don't want to waste too much time in getting into that, but it's just one of those things, innit? Those that know will know, innit? I don't know, look it up on Google, innit? This is not what I'm trying to give to you guys right now. So I've gone to the barbershop for the first time, and it's like, I was always like one of them ones that got laughed at anyway, before I got in there, innit? So it's like, oh, you need to get a proper trim, man. What's going on, man? Come to the barbershop, get a trim. So then, when we got there, it was like what I wanted and what it was a big deal. Like, I'll do this and do that. And I was like, I just couldn't get in it because I was a bit overwhelmed, innit, at the time. So then it just started happening because I was overwhelmed and I didn't know what I was going, and everyone knew what they were, their place in there. Everyone just started getting me. Like, my friends started getting me. Just proper cutting me in there, dubbing me in there. It was mad. It was different then because we were in an environment that I just didn't know, innit?
Okay, and in the barbershop, that's what happens anyway.
Well, no, it's not for that age, no. It's not. It doesn't. Well, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, not even my enemy. So I was just getting it, and I felt uncomfortable because of where we were and the people that were there, to the point where the man's cutting my hair, and he's getting me as well, and he's a big man. Right. Yeah. He was getting me to the point where he was getting me and he was crying out of laughter, and I'm there.
And he's cutting your hair.
He's cutting my hair, yeah.
And
it's
you've got to pay him.
But just don't jump the queue, yeah. So he's getting me, and then as he's getting me, he's cutting my hair, and they're all laughing at me, and it's like I couldn't take no more, so I had to get out of the chair, and I took off the thing in it, and I remember it as clear as day. There was one man there, yeah, and he was kind of fat with a bald head, and he was like, "You guys have gone too far, man. Look at this guy, he's crying." My friends were laughing, and they felt a bit bad as well, and it's the situation was even worse because he didn't finish lining me up at one side, so it's they're like, "Oh, you had to go back," and he's like, "Oh, you have to come back and finish your trim." And he felt concerned, but thinking about it now, he didn't care. He was just a bit concerned that maybe I might bring my dad back. And there was no chance of that because my pops weren't around like that, innit? So that wasn't happening. So then after me getting like that and even crying, I had to go back into the chair again for him to finish, even more embarrassing than that. And I just remember them laughing at me, laughing. And then got my hair cut. Didn't even get to enjoy my haircut because I spent the majority of the time at home, and I was like, they were laughing at me, and I was like, if I had the power, I would have blew everyone up, including myself. It was effed.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's crazy, and just I've never ever said this to no one because it's just life, innit? It's just one of my lived experiences.
It sounds like it was a really traumatic.
It was. If I had the power, or I could say some special words to finish everyone, I would have done it, even if it took my life as well. I didn't care. That's how much because I thought why? What if at the end of the day, if I'm insufficient or I'm par. Like, why you gotta try and make me feel low as well? Made me feel very, it did make me ask why. I asked why a lot of the times, like, why me, man? Like, so I spent some time in my house. I left them to it because it was traumatic. They used to buzz up for me and that, and it's like, nah, I went in it. Then one day, I must have seen one of my friends and another different friend, and they must have spoken to me about certain opportunities that I thought were opportunities, but he was just trying to exploit me because I was weak, vulnerable.
Young.
Do you understand what I mean?
Were you still young?
Of course I was young. Yeah, it's all young, like, because you're only, So I was weak, vulnerable, and he's showing me a play and showing me stuff that, everyone wants and desires, and he's like, yo, you can get this if you do this, and if you do that, you can get involved in it. And I was like, what else is there? Like, if anyone came to me and said to me anything, like, yo, do you want to rob a bank or do you want to do this? Like, you're not worried about death or prison then. Because I was at one of the lowest places in my life then in regards to how I felt, in regards to the way I was treated. Okay. So I didn't really care about anything. Like someone said to you, oh, you do this and you would go away for a while. You're like, it's like, so what? It's better than this. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like I'm grateful. I had a loving mum and all that, but it wasn't, maybe I just wanted to be a bit accepted. I wanted to be accepted. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? I wanted
to as well. And I was going to say that there's certain points in your life that although you may have loving a family structure, your peers take over, and the way your peers treat you
100%
really affects you. It may be because you haven't gained that sense of self, that agency.
100%.
And prior to you gaining that sense of self and agency and confidence and morale and...
Do you know what? 100%. Really I don't even mean to kind of, but it's like, I get your point. Exactly that. It's like you want to be established with your friends, not your family. Like, it's different, innit? It's like you just want to be like, so when they're telling you this, you're like, why not? I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then it's like you start maybe doing certain things and making money, and then it's like they ain't laughing at me no more. Yeah. No one's laughing. Do you understand what I mean? I stopped them laughing, and because I wanted to make sure that they stopped laughing at me, I did everything. I exhausted everything. I took the mick out of everything, and it made me callous and cold towards certain people, because it was like, you're one of them as well that were laughing at me. I was proving everybody wrong. The only thing that comforted me was maybe getting certain things, and it only comforted me for a few minutes. Do you understand what I mean? So then from people laughing at me, it got them hating on me, conspiring against me. So then I had to try and prepare myself in every way. So then where I was being addicted with maybe making money, I got addicted in the gym. So I was training hard because I was like, in case I get into anything, like, I'm going to be ready. Then I got into boxing and got addicted into that. It was just a journey for me to try and put my reality in a place where, I wouldn't be victimized. And then it's just, the funniest thing is, like, those people that were laughing at me and I wanted to stop laughing at me, they stopped laughing at me. And then when I got to a certain level, it wasn't even about them no more. They couldn't even talk to me like that no more. The funny thing is like, we would see each other and be having friendly conversations and smiling at each other. And I'm like, say the wrong thing and see if I don't bite your nose. That's exactly how I was very vicious to them, but I was just hiding it with a smile. Do you understand what I mean? And it's like, there's pros and cons to it, because in my journey in life, I never was that guy that would try and make someone else feel low, because I knew how it was. And that's why sometimes you got to be careful how you speak and treat people, because that one joke or that one thing could, like me, I used mine in a different way. Do you understand what I mean? Someone else could self-harm, do you know? Or even harm you and harm innocent people. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, it's mad, because like, so sometimes you see certain people doing certain things. That's why sometimes you see certain people, they're money getters. They this guy's a go-getter and he's overweight. Like, he's overweight and he knows how to get money. Got the best of everything, the best of the best. And people don't understand, how comes? Because people have been taking the piss out of him. Fat boy, what's going on? Or what's this or what's that? And that's his only seek of comfort. That's where he makes you feel like rubbish. Do you understand what I mean?
Everyone's got their own tolerance levels for how they can deal with things until they break or until they have to do certain things to manage.
Do you understand what I mean? And it's like, to stop people laughing is like you're overbuying trainers or you're overbuying tracksuits. You're trying to get jewelry, you're taking extra risk. Do you understand what I mean? Just to stop them laughing. You know what I mean? You're trying extra reps in the gym and you're training as if injury is the easiest option because you don't want them laughing at you no more. Do you understand what I mean? And it's crazy because at the end of the day, those that do laugh, and who are they and where are they?
Yeah, but the problem with stuff like that is you don't understand that at the time.
You understand what I mean? It's like
hindsight is 2020,
and some change. Do you know what I mean? So it's like most of the people. Like if I look back now at the people at the barbershop that were laughing at me, literally only God can judge the potential of a person, but they're not in good places. Neither of them. None of them. None of them are. They're all like, you understand what I mean? In misfortunate situations, and it's like crazy because that journey that I went on was because of that. I just didn't want no one laughing at me for any reason. But it made me, I didn't want anyone laughing at me because of finance, because of the way I was physically. I made sure I always smelled neat. I tried to make myself look presentable. I read certain books so no one would ever look at me like a fool. At least I was educated. I tried to talk a bit better. Every way, you understand what I mean? Yeah. So I became not a product of my environment, but maybe a slave to it.
Yeah. So what kind of advice would you give to young people now dealing with these kind of situations? Well,
this is what the kind of advice I'll give to people dealing with these kind of situations is like, yo, let them laugh, because it's like, don't get me wrong, I might have experienced certain things. It weren't all bad and done certain things, but I regret the child that I lost, the childhood that I lost, that friendly and innocent person that, you know, that they helped destroy. And it's like, I'm trying to find it now at my big age. Do you understand what I mean? Now, I'm a lovely person, I'm a nice person, but it's too late. It's never too late, but do you understand what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is, stay true to yourself, because now I wasted time in realizing that I like poetry, I like writing and all that. And they would just laughed at me even more then. But who are they and where are they? They're all finished.
So what I'd like to know as well, sorry to interrupt you, is because I just want to make it helpful as well, but thinking about the person you were then,
yeah,
how would you have taken this advice then? So how could you give this advice in a way that would have made you take it then? Because you're giving it right now in terms of your 2020 vision.
Yeah, but now this is exactly. But yeah, but now this is the way I'm giving it now is the same way I would have taken it, because it's like a lot of people ain't gonna be truthful. Like that's why sometimes you see certain them they got the shiny on, whatever it may be, whether it's clothes, jewelry, whatever, and yeah, they're trying to make you feel low or insignificant. And sometimes it's because people be laughing at them. We're all human beings, man. The sun goes down and shines on everybody. Yeah. Everyone, if you're healthy enough, has to use the toilet at least once or twice a day. Do you understand what I mean? So don't let no one make you feel low, man. And trust me, even if they've got some shiny better than you and more than you, there's certain things you got better than them. They may be more financially stable than you, but literally, you may even live longer than them. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
You only realize these kind of things, you're gifted. Just find your gift, pursue your gift, and don't let no weak individual do that. Because it took me on some journeys, man, in regards to my personal life, socially, started getting involved with some certain people because you just don't want to be victimized, and you just know that, yeah, I'm involved. I'm in V. They've got me, and they're showing me different love. Do you understand what I mean? But sometimes when you find your real slot, you realize what you believe to be a friendship is just a traumatic experience. Yeah. You understand what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, it's not been that long. Hope it's been effective. This is a bit more of an insight of me and more helpful for those that know me to understand me. Because a lot of people know me and they just see me like jump the queue. They didn't see the journey. They didn't see them laughing at me. But hey, who's laughing now?
Me.
Yeah, you're always laughing, though, innit? But yeah, so we're done with that. So I've got a friend that does cupcake, and they've done me some cupcakes with my logo on it. So it's made me feel extremely important. They look amazing. So I'm gonna do a taste test and that, and I'm gonna put the links below. If you guys need anything from them, they're quick. Their call to action is very quick. Fresh cakes, beautiful cakes, and mention G.O.T.G and get a discount. But yeah, oh man, this looks amazing. Let me just try this. No, this bangs. No, it bangs, it bangs, it bangs. No, we leave the dirt in the bed. This is hard. You know what, yeah? I've said on here that I'm a foodie. Take it from me. I know nice food and good food. This is championship, top tier. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh. Bye. Oh, they bang, you know?
You're absolutely bonkers.
Babe, no, they bang.
Do they?
I don't like cupcakes, but these ones actually bang.
Are they?
What?
Oh, but you just guessing.
No. No way.